This is Joe, which is astrophoto.com, and tonight we're going to be capturing NGC 6995, otherwise known as the Bat Nebula. The Bat Nebula is part of the Eastern Veil Nebula. It's a supernova remnant that is one of my favorite targets. Since I started astrophotography, I've captured this target about 4 different times with every camera that I've owned and with every telescope and a few lenses. The first time I captured it was with Canon 90D. It had just came out, the 90D just came out, and I bought that camera and I used a Sigma 600mm lens to capture it. The second time I captured it was with the 1600 Pro and the Z81 telescope, and in between I've tried it a few different times with DSLR lenses and the DSLR with the Z81. Now that I have the Edge HD8 and the 294mm Pro, I think it's time to go back and try it again. You could tell how much I love this target because I actually use it for my YouTube banner. If I get a good image tonight, I want to replace my YouTube banner with the new image. I do want to keep the Eastern Veil Nebula as my YouTube banner, and we'll see how I can get it with the Edge 8. I'm going to be coming in a lot closer this time, and really I'm just going to concentrate on the bat part, the NGC 6995. For the next 3 nights I've got cloudless skies and no moon, so I'm really hoping that I can get a good capture of this, and if so, I'm going to try and print it. I've ordered my first print ever from the Crescent Nebula photo that we took in the last video, and if it comes in, it hasn't come in yet, but when it does, if I like it, then I'll probably get a print of this one as well, because it is up there with one of my favorite targets. Let's get into the equipment that we're going to be using tonight. I've got the Edge HD8, the 294mm Pro, I've got Astrodon HA 5nm filter and a Chroma 3nm Oxygen 3 filter. I'm going to be doing 10-minute sub-exposures of each one, and I'm hoping to get about 8 to 12 of each per night. So I'm hoping to really get about 16 to 18 hours on this target in total. The Veil Nebula is actually remnants from a supernova. The sun that exploded to cause the remnants was about 20 times larger than our sun. At the time of the explosion, the supernova would have appeared brighter than Venus in the night sky and visible in the daytime. Remnants have since expanded to cover an area of the sky roughly 3 degrees in diameter. It's about 6 times the diameter and 36 times the area of the full moon. Okay, so we're in Nina, and I'm gonna connect everything up for right now. It's a little bit before I'm going to start imaging. It's a little early, but I wanted to get everything set up. So I'm going to go into the Sky Atlas, and I'm going to type in NGC 6995. I'm getting a little lag from my computer. I'm remoted into my computer, and it's on a wireless connection, so there's just a little bit of lag. I'm going to set this for the framing assistant. Zoom out a little bit so I can see what I'm doing, and there she is. And what I'd like to do is I'm gonna zoom in just a bit here, and I think I'm gonna move this to about like that, and I'm gonna go ahead and recenter this about right there, I think. And let me click on recenter image, and this is going to take a minute. And once it's done with that, I'll go ahead and add it to the sequence target. Now, I have not actually moved to the Nina nightly build until now. And the reason that I have changed over to the nightly build is because I'm trying to automate my roof. And the release version doesn't have the roof automation front end built into it like the nightly build does. So I've went ahead and changed over to the nightly build and see if I can work on getting my roof automation built into my sequences. Okay, so it's recentered, and I think this is exactly the way I want to shoot this. So now that I've got my coordinates, I'm going to add this target to the sequence, and I want to do the simple sequencer because that's what I'm used to, and I haven't really had a chance to play around with the other sequencer just yet. I want to start guiding, turned on, slew to target, center target, turned on. Oh, that leg. There we go. And I want to autofocus on the start, maybe, and on filter change. I gotta get a Wi-Fi booster next. That's my next thing to get. So I'm going to do binning, bin mode 2. I'm going to dither every frame. I've got a gain of 120 and an offset of 24. And on time, we're going to go with 10-minute exposures. So that's 600 seconds. And I think I'm going to go for, let's see how many. If I go with 12, I'm actually going to do 16 of each. I think I can get that in there. And I'm going to start with O, with oxygen, and then do the hydrogen alpha after. So that duration's 5 hours and 40 minutes, and I only have about 5.5 hours. And with focus time, I think what I might do, well, I'll try 15 of each, and then the next night, if I only get 13 or 14 hydrogen alpha, I'll switch it up to where the numbers come out the same on night number 2. Well, good morning. It's actually the next day. I didn't get a chance to record what I wanted to record last night. When I was getting my first images, I thought that I hit the start recording button, and I guess I double clicked it and I started it and just turned it off. When I looked, I had like 4 seconds of recording, but I figured I could load these into Blink real quick and just show you that these are the oxygen that I got from last night, and that's all I got from last night was oxygen, because I also messed up and did not turn the hydrogen on. I just added another row to the sequence, and I forgot to change oxygen to hydrogen. So now I've got about 30 oxygen subs. So tonight, what I'm going to do is try and get the rest hydrogen. And then on the third night, I'll do another mix of hydrogen and oxygen. That way, I'm sure to get some hydrogen. But these oxygen subs, I'm really pleased with them. The stars look pretty good. I think the stars could be just a little tighter, to be completely honest. They look slightly bloated, but it looks like I'm really getting some good data. I'm catching a lot of the details in the nebula, in the supernova remnants. So yeah, I mean, one sub, it looks pretty good. I mean, there's a lot of detail in here. If in processing, I think that I can get this to come out even better yet. Yeah, the majority of them came out. I did go a little bit long, and I'll show you at the end. This is the sun coming up in the morning, and that's what I got at the end. Overall, I had a great 3 nights of imaging. There were a little bit of mishaps with the camera, and some clouds did come in a couple nights. It did rain right before the first night of imaging, so I don't know how well those came out in comparison because of the higher relative humidity that I'm not used to here. But I think overall I got some really clear data, and hopefully the final image will reflect that. I hope you enjoy it, and as usual, if you like this type of content, please give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next video.